everybody, welcome back to the Breaking Bad Rewatch podcast. We finally made it to the final season, the first half of season 5, and much like it happened when it aired, we're going to make you all wait a full year to find out what Hank does when he gets off the toilet. So tune in next year for the final podcast. But for now, I am Simian Jimmy, joined as always by Florian Himsel.
Wait, is this the last season? That can't be right. I swear there's 6. I've been out
No.
5.
Hashtag fake Breaking Bad fan. We also have E. Rich McCoy.
Yeah, that's right. These were not the episodes I thought they were. For some reason, I blew out the second half of the season to be the entire fucking season for some reason.
And finally, Heartsy Protsy.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, so
that's it.
E-Rich, what were you shocked by in this first half of season 5?
Okay, so for some reason, I completely forgot about most of these episodes. Just all the stuff with all the stuff with Mike's guys, all of the Sturm and Drang around covering up or getting rid of all of the evidence while they're doing that. I don't know why. I just completely blanked on it.
Yeah, the presence that Gus has it looms so large that even killing him needs a whole half of a season just to clean up the aftermath.
Yeah, well, the whole magnet stuff is some of my favorite stuff in this first half of the season. I think it's just the first 2 episodes is about trying to destroy the evidence that is left behind.
Laptop,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was just the first one.
Crazy.
Oh, first one, yeah.
I felt like this... go ahead, Florian.
I was most shocked by the fact that Jesse had really good ideas that ended really badly. Did you spot, for example, that the magnet stuff is actually the reason why they found the money? And that's why Mike had to come back? Otherwise, it would have all been fine. They would have kept the secret money. But they broke that picture that Gus had on his table that had all the codes to the bank accounts on it.
Yeah, are there really just, do police impound evidence rooms just have thousands of framed photos? Is that really fucking evidence of a crime, Hank? Why the fuck you wasting precious space with this photo to begin
I've been
with?
in multiple evidence rooms, and
was it a photo that could be... Oh, you've been in evidence rooms?
Oh, yeah.
He's got smuggled in?
Yeah.
Exactly. Were the evidence.
And if you're going to put the framed photo in the evidence room, you're not going to at least take it out of the frame and inspect it a little bit. Come on, this is lazy police work. They got lucky that Jesse came up with this magnet idea. Did anybody else feel
check it before they examine it further? I don't know.
Well, they didn't check it yet. But did anybody feel like this half of the season was basically the Mike show? This is an early look at what Better Call Saul would be. Just what if Mike was the main character for a while?
I think it's super interesting to throw the 2 main characters, Walt and Jesse, into a triumvirate with Mike, because Mike does not put up with bullshit and he knows how things should go. And Walt and Jesse are more freewheeling. And so, Mike oftentimes bristles against that and is no, we have things we need to do.
Yeah, this is the season that really made me love Mike, which is also sad because it's the season where he goes. So that's upsetting for me.
Yeah, it was such great chemistry how they all have different goals, but they still have to work together until obviously it all goes horribly wrong.
Well, I think Mike probably has it coming just because the fact that he was willing to work with Walt at all is kind of a jump in logic for me.
Should be, yeah.
Well, he was saving his guys. He was going to say no before. I mean, it's probably worth it for the guys.
If every single line of dialogue is, "You are a time bomb waiting to explode," you can't be shocked when it explodes in your face because you refuse to get away from it, you dumb old man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, didn't he mess up with that lawyer stuff? Isn't that the main reason?
Yeah. They
didn't mess up. The lawyer flipped.
Yeah.
Well, the lawyer
got a rat,
and then he flipped. I mean,
apparently that had happened already, right? They had already had a lawyer that got caught.
I mean, they caught him red-handed depositing a absurd amount of money. It's not like he could have denied anything.
Well, he didn't need to flip, but I mean, he would. He's a lawyer. Like, Jesus.
Well, boys, should we go through this kind of from beginning to end here?
Yeah, let's go a bit chronological here.
Because season 5 starts off with a classic cold open. We're jumping ahead more than a year because we see Walt. He's got a full beard, full head of hair. Goes to Denny's, supposedly on his birthday. So we know it's been at least a full year since like the pilot, if not 2 years. And we're wondering what the fuck is going on. And this is a question that even the writers did not know the answer to at the time.
No, that scene that actually kind of confuses me because, like, why does he all of a sudden have a full head of hair and like a big scraggly like facial hair? Did the writers forget what he looks like? Are they stupid?
Are they stupid?
Yeah, and one time he has 52, and then he has 51 as a birthday. How does he have 2 birthdays at the same time?
True.
You know, Walt is a liar. He also likes to dress up a lot. He has his hat that he wears sometimes. I think this is clearly a con that he's putting on. He's trying to fool the waitress there at the diner and trick her into something, I think.
He's wanted a free breakfast.
Yeah.
Evidently, the writers said they have this scene where he's buying like an AK-47 or some big machine gun out of the trunk of a car, and Vince said like we did not know who the target was supposed to be. Like we were going to figure it out as we went along. So did this pay off? Was the risk worth it? Even though we have not yet, watched the episodes.
I think we'll get to that when we get to those episodes next month, but I don't like where it goes or what they do with that.
Yeah, you think Nazis should live long, full lives?
It's an intriguing hook, and sometimes in writing, that's what you do: is you like just do a crazy thing and then try to get yourself out of it, or try to write a reason for that to exist the way it does.
Yeah, the Nazis are probably like the least interesting antagonists, sadly, and they come in just in the last season, so it's not like crazy good. Like they probably could have done something else that might have been more interesting. Like if it was the cartel, that might have made more sense, but I don't know. I guess they
come in the last episode of this half season. It's so weird. Like Todd mentions his uncle has connections and stuff like that, but. It's like, I think, okay, we're out of chronological order, but like this season, I feel like they start doing a bunch of reaches to like make things work. Cause we start out with the Madrigal stuff in this season where you've got the like guy trying the different sauces and stuff.
Yeah. Florian, how were their German accents?
Oh, they're fucking incredibly bad. Jesus.
Really? They couldn't just hire people who speak fucking German?
Well, I mean, like most of the people in Germany, they're all right, but then we got Lydia, and she's just so fucking bad.
Well, that's okay. She's not supposed to be fluent.
No, she's definitely supposed to be fluent.
Well, I mean, she was not like raised over there, she speaks English because it's your only language, Florian, but she speaks many languages. Give her a break.
Like she speaks the worst German ever, and I don't even buy that the other German people would understand her.
Did you really? You couldn't even understand what she was saying.
Oh yeah, it's that bad. I mean, it's
really?
It's Inglourious Bastards levels of bad. It's crazy because I've watched like an AI generated thing that was called Breaking Bad in German, and it had pretty flawless German, of course. So it's hilarious that I watched the.
Did they cook schnitzel instead of meth?
I don't remember what they cooked, but Mike Ehrmantraut with that German hat looked so amazing. Oh my god.
So you brought up Lydia, and I should mention, we're on waifu watch here on the Breaking Bad podcast. Everybody knows Kim is my number one waifu from this universe, but Lydia might be my second place. I know you guys all disagree, so should we talk about Lydia while we're here?
Lydia annoys me.
No way.
Lydia, am I right, guys?
What's annoying about her?
She's so like precise and cares about like all the little details and stuff, and it's annoying.
Wow, you must really hate Walt then.
No, Walt's based.
Walt
takes off his fucking underwear when he cooks. Come on, you think Lydia's bad?
I think
Walt
Lydia
has swag and chill. Lydia has none.
Lydia as a woman in her 40s is sexy as fuck, very beautiful. I like the dark hair and the dark eyes. You can see like the bags under her eyes that she's a stressed out woman. I like her autistic anxiety. She's a very anxious woman, very relatable. And she has a daughter named Kira, so she's a big Death Note fan, you know?
Yeah, clearly.
What's not to like?
German name. It's crazy. Yeah, how do you think that Walt has children? That's crazy. He goes off on the dumbest shit. Like any little mistake that Jesse makes.
In dangerous or high pressure situations, he's often like cool as a cucumber. The fucking meeting with Declan in this fucking season, he rolls up and tells him, "You're gonna fucking sell my meth now, bitch," and Declan just does it.
Yeah, and Lydia.
It's kind of weird how he forgets his own name and needs him to repeat it for him.
True. He has dementia.
Lydia fucking beats Mike in, like, with her puppy dog eyes. That's amazing. Like,
what do you mean beats Mike? What does that mean?
She appealed to him with logic, and he realized that there was still a use for her.
No.
Well, and emotions.
Because he was thinking about the offer that Walt made, and now that Lydia is saying, "Oh yeah, we could make that happen," the pieces are connecting in Mike's brain there.
Well, actually, what happened is that, well, yeah, that's the second one, but the first one, when he was gonna kill her, she says, "No, I don't want my daughter to think I disappeared," and she said she would go out screaming just so that her daughter would know that she died. So she would have endangered her own fucking daughter, and Mike decided to let her live based on that, which is really insane, actually.
Criticizing somebody for a gambit that worked.
No.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was saying it was like good, like Walt was doing it when he was manipulating people, just like in that other scene. I mean, like you can't say that she's not good at this kind of shit.
Oh, I think she's good at all kinds of shit, Florian. I intend to find out personally.
Who do you think her husband was?
Me.
Did they ever say?
It's me.
Wow.
Should have been me.
How did he die then?
So Lydia, my problem with Lydia is when we meet her and she can't get the chamomile tea she wants or whatever, so she orders a hot water and stevia. Yeah. Who fucking sweetens hot water with stevia?
Yeah, I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna be some kind of crazy green tea or whatever, but it's just sweetener. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna sweeten up fucking water? Like,
I mean, like,
one time I went to the gas station and got a soda, and this smug clerk said, "Oh, enjoy your soda water," and I was so offended. No, not soda water. Sugar water is what he said.
Sugar water.
This bitch is literally drinking sugar water.
Well, I mean, it's literally without sugar, but yeah, I mean,
well, like, stevia is close enough to sugar.
Stevia is a sugar substitute.
I mean, I assume that it would have like.
Who needs their water sweet?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Water tastes fine. Whatever.
You have to have some kind of drink. You can't just order water, you know. That'd be.
She did.
Bad.
I wouldn't just
exactly what she did.
Cold water or warm water. I don't understand. If it's not tea or coffee, that's fucked up.
The other character introduced in this season that is like, top tier for me, and anybody care to guess? It should be obvious.
Is it Todd?
Of course it's Todd. Todd and Lydia are, in my mind, both A tier, if not maybe approaching S tier characters for me personally. Everything about Todd is perfectly written once you realize he was raised by fucking Nazis, because he's the perfect Nazi. He's extremely loyal to a fault. And he follows orders. He just does as he's told. And Walt says, we'll figure out the payment for you helping me make meth. And he says, I don't even want to get paid until I get this shit right.
Until I get it right.
Like, he's what Walt always wanted Jesse to be. Todd is perfect, and I don't think he does anything wrong at any point.
Yeah, he's a stand-up young man.
Well, Jesse specifically said no, and then he still shot that kid, so...
It's a little too late.
No, there was time.
What I kind of do find interesting about this season is that they're going up against characters who are kind of like them, just, like, twisted worse or, like, higher up on the chain. So like, yeah, Todd is a better version of Jesse that doesn't really have any kind of moral function. Will go along with whatever Walt says. Really cares about like impressing Walt, but actually doesn't show any like. I don't know. Like he does give the like, yeah, I want to get this right. So until that's done, I don't need to worry about payment.
Yeah, Walt is watching the Three Stooges, and great classic television on screen. Anybody would be distracted by that, but Todd is reading his notes. Even
Todd like doesn't have a soul almost. Like he's like completely.
I think other than his eventual crush on Lydia, he might not have really any human emotions, and that really shines through in the El Camino movie.
I'm very interested in revisiting that because I saw it very far away from the Breaking Bad.
Well, don't watch back to back because Todd gains about 100 pounds.
Well, aren't we going to watch it back to back?
No, we're waiting a year for the next half of season 5, Florian. Pay attention.
We really are? No!
They made me wait!
May of 2024.
Yeah, tune in.
No! Wow.
I am so glad I wasn't watching live, so I had to wait a year in between part 2 and 1.
Yeah, that was a rough
now
year.
You have to wait, apparently.
I had to postpone my suicide in high school for a whole year to see what happened next.
Damn.
Look at me now. Would have been better off if they just released it all at once.
Yeah, now we're in the dark timeline, huh? It's pretty crazy.
So even better call Saul's over now.
Oh no!
This train heist is super cool, and I love that it goes all according to plan basically, and then they have to kill that kid to keep him quiet.
Yeah, the train heist is by far one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. I wasn't gonna expect a set piece like that in Breaking Bad, but it's just really, really exhilarating to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got Bill Burr hamming it up, having some fun.
Oh man, Bill Burr is so fucking good. God damn. This show has so many aces up its sleeve that like it can just play and you're just super captivated for a couple minutes.
A shame that the scene was immediately undercut by a kid getting shot.
I mean, if your parents let you go motorbike in the middle of the desert, in like so deep in the desert that like cell phones don't work for this fucking train or whatever, they probably want you to end up dead.
That kid, though,
they probably just live close to there. Come on.
That kid was very likely a psychopath because he was going to trap that tarantula and maybe torture it, or even if not torture it, imprison it, and rob it of its freedom. So yeah, maybe that kid deserved to die. Maybe
and he had a giant mason jar in his fucking vest pocket. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That'd be so uncomfortable. Who carries a giant jar in their shirt pocket? That's insane.
I know
He's clearly looking for something to torture.
Yeah, what if you find a tarantula? Come on. I can't believe you guys think he's going to torture that spider. Come on, he was nice to that spider.
I know I said Todd doesn't have a soul, but maybe he's the perfect moral arbiter, and he like saw that kid was a psychopath. So
he can see somebody and cast judgment on them immediately. He could see that this kid had a rotten soul, and he exterminated it from this world. I'm telling you, Todd did nothing wrong. Come Susser Todd. It's literally in the fucking name.
Holy shit!
His name is literally death in German, Florian.
What's his name?
Todd.
Todd. T-O-D.
Oh. Well, that's one D normally.
Oh.
Pretty sure he has two Ds.
Well, but still, I'm guessing that they named him the Nazi character Todd because he kills people. I mean...
Wow.
I mean, I thought they just kill him because he's so goofy.
Am I mistranslating Tom Susser Todd?
Is there anything to it that like they're dealing with a German business and then neo-Nazis are the villains in this season?
Yeah, is Vince trying to apologize for 4 seasons of like Mexicans are the bad guys, Gus is the bad guy? Okay, let's have some white bad guys now.
Yeah, a German electromotive company paired up with a bunch of neo-Nazis, American neo-Nazis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess Vince really had Nazis on the mind for this season. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the thing I like the most about this half of the season is by the end, it looks like Walt is about to get out scot-free. It looks like he's about to retire from crime with his family, everyone being happy, and then everything just falls down because of one small detail.
Does it ever look like that? Does
Yes,
ever
it
look like
does.
that, though?
Yes, it really does.
Absolutely.
Wait, he's gonna get out? I forgot about the very, very end of
Yeah,
the
so
season.
he at that point
Yeah,
the
cancer.
scene
He makes so much fucking money. Yeah.
the scene when he gets Hank finds the book. Evidently, it has been 1 full month that Walt has been retired from the business.
Okay.
There's actually a video in my recommended this morning of somebody asking Vince, how could Walter White make this mistake of leaving that book, like that evidence out?
Yeah.
And Vince's answer was, he's been out of it for a month. He didn't think it would, it just was so irrelevant at that point in his life. I don't know, something like that.
No, I didn't think about it, and it kind of led to his downfall.
It's weird that poetry is toilet reading, I gotta say. Like, do any of you read fucking poetry while you're shitting your fucking guts out?
It was 2008. Not everybody had a fucking smartphone in their pocket. Rich. We need chicken soup for the toilet soul or whatever sitting there. Speaking of Toilet Watch, we've been doing Toilet Watch over the seasons, of course. Can you guys recall the 2 important toilet scenes in the season?
Of course, there's the book scene.
That's right, Hank on the toilet.
And then there's the German guy killing himself on the toilet.
Yep, Schuler commits suicide on the toilet.
Yeah.
That even work? That's crazy.
Just shocking your heart when you're conscious, I guess it would.
I don't know, probably.
He had it in his mouth too, so he's getting fucked.
Yeah.
Would you guys try French? Is my question.
So it's French dressing mixed with ranch.
Probably.
I've actually never had French dressing to begin with.
I
don't
really
believe.
cannot. I'm fairly certain I've had French dressing, but I cannot tell you what it tastes like. So I honestly have no fucking idea.
Well, I generally like mixing 2 dressings together, so I think it's probably great.
I mean, I'd try it.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
dip a
never gonna
tater
try
tot
it.
into it?
Yeah, I would. Even I would go on to just eat the tater tots by themselves.
I thought he was eating chicken nuggets.
That's what I
he
thought
was.
when it first aired, but no, it's a potato product.
What the fuck?
You guys need a
Yeah.
bigger TV.
I swear those are nuggets.
You're wrong. You're
gaslighting
fucking
me.
wrong.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not nuggets.
So oddly.
It's potato olays, dude.
There's no way I will ever believe you. I'm sorry.
Pull up the scene, motherfucker. I'm dead serious. I used to think it was chicken nuggies too, but it's not. He's like shoving 4 in his mouth at the same time.
Account is stupid. Let's see. Breaking Bad sauce test.
Florian does not
Oh,
believe
it's called the nugget scene. Wow, yeah, I'm sure it's
The
got
nugget scene.
Potatoes can be nuggets too.
potato
you can make it
nuggets. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what you fucking Germans do over there with your weird ass foods, fucking French and shit. Who knows? I'm telling you, those are not
it's pretty hard
chicken
to
nuggets.
tell. It's hard to tell from the outside. I need to see
See when he shoves a whole handful in his mouth and tell me you can do that with nuggets.
Yeah, they really don't look like nuggets to me.
They're not.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
God damn it.
I know.
Madness. It's just, look, my world is breaking apart. I swear to you, those were nuggets. How could he die without having consumed delicious chicken nuggets? That's such a tragedy.
That would be your
Never
final,
eat.
your last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you huddle up in the
Maybe.
bunker and you eat some chicken nuggets before you shoot yourself.
Well, I was thinking more when he's on trial for his crimes against humanity for his opinions and stuff. That'll be his final.
Yeah. Oh man, I really wish I could see. Yeah, you're right. They're pretty skinny, so they're probably not nuggets. What a shame.
Yeah.
That's right. Mumkey once again.
Artsy, do you think this half season is a little bit quick to you at all?
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah.
I
it
feel
went
like
by
there's a lot of like jumps where it's like they suddenly have like they're suddenly working with a bunch of different things like Lydia and Declan and then the Nazis. Like there's just so many things that are added very quickly in this season.
Yeah, Mike goes from like not wanting to be anywhere near Walt to working with him very, very quickly. So that's
Well,
another
he
example.
had to for the evidence thing, and then he had to.
Yeah, but he
for
didn't
the-
have to join their business. He didn't have
No,
to
he
do
did.
that. But he,
Like he could have not. Like if he'd done that, then his guys would have died. Like he had to join them.
Walt
Yeah,
really
yeah.
pisses me off in this half season. His inability to understand that the biggest cost to running a fucking drug empire and shit is
Yeah,
pretty
but
insane.
those people were working for Gus, and he hates Gus so fucking much. You might as well just kill all of them. Fuck them. They're not his people. He has no loyalty to these motherfuckers, and they're taking money out of his pocket. I'd want to kill him too.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's like.
He definitely picks the money. Yeah, he would never.
This is a man who's willing to make meth for money. You think he wants the money, Rich?
Well, that applies to everyone in this show.
Everybody's willing to make meth for money.
Yes, they're all making mess. What are you saying?
Oh, so like
I think you might have missed a few scenes, Florian.
Well, Mike and Jesse definitely have different opinions on the guys, and they definitely work with meth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's everybody in the show?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who's
All
having to make a decision.
Three characters out of the cast of hundreds?
Everyone who has to make a decision on whether or not these guys live. Like, Lydia also works with meth.
Anyway, speaking of Mike, we get some deep lore, important fact drop here that will clear up the air. We find out, matter-of-factly, that Mike's granddaughter is 10 years old at this point.
Okay. When we fucking watch Better Call Saul, I am watching that little girl with fucking hawk eyes.
I bet you are.
I know that she's like 4 years old. She's got to be 4.
Yeah, she would have to be 4 throughout that entire show.
Look, I swear that show takes 1 year, okay? And then Breaking Bad starts.
That is not true at all.
Yeah, that's not true. The show's in like 2002.
Yeah, like 2002 to 2006, right? No, 2004.
They absolutely just did not care and Better Call Saul.
And good for them, because who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Other than us.
Oh! You know what else they don't give a fuck? Is that Bin Laden was not killed yet.
Really?
Yes!
Wow. That's insane.
They
That's
mentioned
even,
in this
a big
killed like Bin Laden or whatever.
Yeah, in an episode.
Hey, Heartsy and E-Rich, you guys got to take turns talking, for the love of fucking God, please.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I think it's
Artsy.
mostly Heartsy's fault.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Anyway, but also, when Mike is being interrogated by Hank, we get this hint of, oh, we heard that your tenure as a police officer in Philadelphia ended somewhat dramatically. Would you like to elaborate? And he says, no, I would not. No. And this show had the restraint to never bring it up again. Like, if Better Call Saul did not exist, that would just be like a mysterious backstory. So do we think they nailed it with the prequel?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Lalo was a name that was dropped once and then never again, so I guess they planted those seeds there and then expanded on them later.
I mean, I think it's very clear that they're going to get, what's his name, back to play young Mike. A young 20-year-old Mike played by old fucking, what's his name, for a
Jonathan Banks.
Show. Yeah, they're going to get 80-year-old Jonathan Banks to play a 20-year-old Mike Ehrmantraut. It's
not even going to touch you up with CGI or anything.
No, they don't need that. He's just always looked like that.
He was always an old man.
He's always Benjamin Button, always getting older. I mean, younger. Yep.
My biggest complaint of this season is the lack of Saul Goodman. I feel like he's basically been written out of the show. And one of the few scenes we do get, he's terrified of the concept of working with Mike. He wants nothing to do with Mike. Do you think
that's weird?
If Better Call Saul was written first, they probably wouldn't have written this scene like that?
No, for sure.
Well, Mike did betray him pretty bad. Like in Better Call Saul, they were friends, I guess.
Yeah, but Saul's willing to. Saul's upset because Mike threatened him, but then 2 episodes earlier, fucking Walt is threatening him, but he still wants to work with Walt, but he's terrified of Mike. Okay, I don't know if you guys really thought through this deep relationship that these characters have.
What are you talking about? Walt isn't gonna kill Saul.
You must have missed the end of episode 1 when he threatens him in his face. Yeah.
What does he do?
Please pick and choose the scenes you watch, I guess, Florian.
He just says we're done when I say we're done. He doesn't say anything further.
It's the same fucking threat that Mike made. It's just threatening somebody with words.
Walt isn't gonna beat up anyone. Mike is.
It's the implication.
Walt killed somebody in the previous episode, you daft fuck.
Who did he kill? He didn't kill
Gus!
my hand, did he?
Gus Fring was killed by Walt! You stupid fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Look, Saul would have so much time to get out of the way before Walt can build a bomb, okay, and put it in a nursing home.
I mean, Walt's unstable. He's highly volatile, as all the posters suggest.
Yep.
I do think
might
it's
explode.
in retrospect, probably a mistake that Saul is so afraid of Mike, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Because Mike is perfectly rational and reasonable this entire season.
Well, he said he will break his legs. Like, I'm sorry, okay? Like,
You should be.
at least Walt's not gonna break your legs, okay?
Yeah, let's talk about the real plot hole this season. And this might be my anecdotal life experience talking, so please tell me if I'm wrong. But personally, I've never once in my entire fucking life seen a tented up house.
Yeah, I've never seen
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
And I take the scene where they're doing several neighborhoods like very close to
Metaphorically?
each other. I take that as, like, it's metaphor. Like they just thought that would look cool rather than they literally did that.
But am I to believe that this business is operating that often when I've never seen it once?
Yeah.
Do that often. Like if the
Look, there was an epidemic, okay? There were tons of
There must have
parts
been.
out of control. you
I've
know?
seen one tinted up fumigated house once in my entire life, and
Did you check inside to see if they were making meth?
Do we
No,
know
I did
how
not.
often they're cooking? Because I could see
Probably
like
at
once
least
a week, maybe.
Well, I mean,
But
Walt made about $100 million in like 3 months, so
Probably cooked several times in one house.
yeah. I
Maybe,
guess. I mean, I
yeah.
don't know.
Look, I just have to say, like, again, for the pacing, it's crazy how the entire like several months where he made all that money, that was like one montage of 5 minutes. Like, I can't believe that they wouldn't have made an entire episode on that at least, or maybe several. Like,
Maybe they just fumigate houses where people don't even ask for it. They just show up and start fumigating.
Just as a courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, they just force you out of your home. Yep, it's poison now.
Well,
Sorry.
if we were in the writer's room at Breaking Bad, could we come up with a better way for them to cook meth than going inside of a fucking a house bombed with poison? Like, I'm sorry,
It's not-
the
it's
memes
not
are correct.
bombed yet. They bomb it afterwards.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, we have this fly episode, and Walt says, "Oh, there's one fly in the lab. It's contaminated. We can't cook. Let's go into a house full of bugs to cook." Are you fucking kidding me? They couldn't think of anything else. Like, these
Like,
houses are
it's
not,
only-
they're not bait houses. They're legitimately full of bugs.
I'm pretty sure they make like an extra tent inside the house. Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't the homeowners just do that then, if it's such a helpful solution? Just live in a fucking plastic tent in your house. All bugs are magically gone.
I mean, they already have to have the poison in that tent. It's fine. Jesus.
Yeah, I think
mean-
this whole thing was stupid, and they should have came up with anything else.
Well, I disagree. I don't think there's any more interesting way for them to cook meth, and I think it's brilliant. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's
Maybe
idiotic.
they're the ones planting the bugs, and then they're showing up to do it for them.
Yeah, the B&E artists are planting bugs everywhere so they can rob people's houses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I do like at the dialogue in the final episode. They pretty much address like all the other plot holes in the show. Like they're saying, we had money. Why did we keep driving that RV that would randomly break down and stop working for 4 days at a time? Yeah. Good question, Walt. Why the fuck did you guys keep that RV for so long?
They lampshaded it. They just drew attention to it to be like, oh, I don't know why we did that.
Yeah.
They kept it for
come
sentimental value.
No, Florian, you can't get upset about the characters themselves admitting their mistake, okay? I mean, I'd love to hear you try to logic your way out of this one.
You're saying that making a mistake is a plot hole? Like, they've made ridiculous mistakes. Like, why do you think that this is like so out of the range of what they should do? Like,
Because Walt's supposed to be a super genius, and it's kind of stupid to keep driving this shitty RV around so much.
I mean, if you watch the show, you'll see him do a lot of really stupid things.
Sure. Like throw a pizza on the house?
Like leave the book out, like all kinds of stuff. Like the thing with the broken door where he doesn't get it that he's being blackmailed.
That's just funny, dude.
Here's another issue I have with the plot. So, Florian, please tell me why I'm wrong. Does nobody at any point ask Brock, "Hey, Brock, did you eat Lily of the Valley berries by any chance?" Like, this kid's not nonverbal. He's fucking 8 years old. Can he say, no, I actually did not eat any berries or anything. So I don't know why this happened to me. They just fucking forget.
I don't think this is much of a plot hole because I think adults can assume things that kids have done all the time, even if they didn't do it, or like they can just say, "Oh, well, he must not have known what he was eating."
But then don't you want to make sure your son does not make the same mistake again and be like, "Hey, see this plant that we know you ate? Don't do it." And then he's like, "Well, actually, I did not do that."
Well, I think that would have been off screen. I don't think.
And also, Mom, your boyfriend's friend came into my school and put something in my juice box. By the way, like what the fuck?
I mean, we don't even know how he gave it to him.
They said he put it in his juice box.
He did?
That's what Vince said.
Oh, Vince? Well. Yeah. I mean, he can be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this shit is insane to me. Like, Brock never said anything, and nobody asked him a question.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he forgot that he didn't eat them.
He forgot that.
I forgot I didn't do something.
The time I was poisoned and almost died, I forgot about that.
I'm just out eating berries all
Now
day.
I know it would be really easy to poison you, Florian.
Yeah, because he'll forget if he ate poison or not.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they found the literal poison in his body. You really think they're gonna assume, oh yeah, he's definitely telling the truth. He was definitely poisoned, even though he ate, like, a berry that grows around here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just ask my son, did you eat this poisonous berry off of a fucking flower? And when he says no, I would probably believe him.
Yeah.
Anyway, another plot hole involving Brock. They're playing the Sonic game, Heartsy. Why would Sonic and friends even need to be in cars? Is he not fast enough on his feet?
Actually, this is explained.
Okay, I need to hear this one.
Sonic just enjoys the thrill of the challenge, so that's why he limits himself to a car.
Okay, so he just enjoys driving a car. That's fine.
Yes, he just enjoys it.
Okay, I was wondering about Sonic Team Racers or whatever this fucking game was.
Sonic Team Racing.
What an asshole. He just pollutes the environment for no reason, even though he's faster on foot.
Nobody tell Florian about NASCAR.
Yeah. God, imagine if there was a sport like that, I would be out
driving in a circle for 200 miles.
Has Walt used the dirty blood money reasoning on Jesse before? That seemed familiar to me when he said that.
I think he threw his words back at him once, to kind of get at him, because Jesse was like, "Just let me get my money and go." And Walt's like, "Blood money? You want this blood money? You mean?" Just as a kind of an asshole type move.
Yeah, he really pisses me off in this half season.
Yeah, Everett, that seems familiar to me as well, but I can't remember a specific time when we did that.
Yeah, I feel like there was another time when Jesse wanted money and Walt was like, "I'm not going to give you the money."
Oh, okay, I have a new topic to discuss. I got a big topic here. This season in particular, for the fans who are just looking for any little morsel of a hint of where this show is going, how it's going to end, this season dropped multiple hints about suicide that ultimately never come to fruition. Let's see if I can. This one's not about suicide specifically, but Walt and Junior are watching Scarface, and Walt says, "Oh yeah, everybody dies at the end of this, don't they?" And I'm, "Oh, okay. Oh, I'm an attentive viewer."
That would make it seem like everyone's gonna fucking die.
Right. In this something that's not happened, of course. But then we have when they're doing the raid on Mike's house, he's watching a movie about a cop who commits suicide. We have Hank, after being assaulted by Walt's emotional whatever the fuck, he puts a gun, finger guns to his head and pretends to shoot himself in the head. There's lots of hints that made us all think, maybe a Hank suicide was in order, and it just never happened. Yeah, he's a cop who would commit suicide after finding out the truth about Walt. That's what I was thinking at the time.
I mean, that doesn't seem in character.
I'm just bringing up the topic, Florian, that they left many hints that didn't lead to anything.
I would assume someone else, maybe, but definitely not Hank. Jesus.
You think that the hint of a cop committing suicide was about Marie?
I mean, there are several people committing suicide, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
And there's also like I don't know if this is like a suicide idea, but like Skyler tying a finger, a paper or a string around her finger really tight, kind of like a noose.
Yeah.
Okay.
She literally like drowns herself in the pool in a fake suicide
I
attempt.
wanted to talk about that scene, the scene where Skyler almost drowns in the pool. Does she not know how to swim? Why would she go into the pool if she doesn't know how to swim?
Yeah, what an
Definitely a
idiot.
good question. Have we ever seen her swim before? I don't think
No, we have not.
No,
So it's
but I
possible
guess
she just
she just has
was
those
trying to
water
make
wings.
a point. She was trying to make a point and then literally just almost drowned.
Yeah, she always wears water wings when she's swimming in her own pool because she just has no idea, you know?
How deep is this pool? Because that looks like it's 12 feet deep.
Yeah, that shot definitely looked deeper than it should have been.
Yeah. Like the 1 second frame of like Walt swimming in the corner to save her is kind of freaky, kind of scary. Walt appearing out of nowhere.
That is a good shot. I like that a lot. I mean, I've been to residential pools that are surprisingly deep, so I don't think that's a big leap in logic.
What do you guys think of Skyler in this half season?
Yawn.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't like her that much this season.
I mean, I guess she's still got her morals, but the fact that she's like so heartbroken over Ted is kind of strange because like
You think that's why she's so upset? Because when we
yeah,
see that
that's-
hilarious shot of Ted in his full fucking headgear or whatever the hell, she basically threatens him. So I don't know if she feels too bad about Ted.
I mean
Yeah.
she said that was like the reason, I guess.
To who?
I mean, she said to Walt, like, yeah, that blood is on my hands too, and I think she specifically talked about Ted.
Yeah, but Ted's not dead. There's no fucking blood. He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did it to himself, but I, don't know, I feel like she actually really blames herself for it. I don't know. I guess it's hard to tell over all the fake suicide and the fake trying to get attention so that the kids have to move out. But I felt like she definitely hated that she did that. I feel she definitely went too far on that.
Yeah, I just really hated that scene. Her trying to drown herself just to get attention. Hate it.
A typical woman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it worked for getting the kids out of the house.
Hey, Florian, what do you think of this? Women attempt suicide more often, but men are more successful. What does that teach us, Florian? Somebody's doing it for attention. Hello.
Well, yeah, but then men are just fucking idiots if they think that suicide is the solution. You know? Like,
I don't
how
know.
stupid do you have to be? Jesus, could you imagine?
How stupid do you have to
Yeah,
be?
let's talk about something else, Florian.
Warren.
Yep,
Yeah.
I had something, but it doesn't come to mind.
Do we think that if Better Call Saul came out first, that they would have used Mesa Verde Bank for all the bank scenes?
Ooh,
I would
that'd be
love
fun.
to see that, yeah.
That
That'd
would
be
be
really
good.
fun.
See that big cowboy statue? Yup.
Yup.
And then he just bribes like a fat woman there with sweets, but she wears a cowboy hat. Hell yeah.
Cake pops are delicious. That would have worked on me as well.
Yeah, it's very funny that he's like, using sweets to get through the banking system. Those cake pops look like shit though.
Whoa! I thought they looked fine, E-Rich.
Yeah.
No, they look bad.
We have one of
If
the...
he made them, it's kind of impressive, but
I'm
I
guessing
don't
he
think
bought
they
that
look
shit, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
We have the greatest dinner scene of the entire show when Jesse comes over for dinner.
Oh my god, I was rolling. I remember, and I saw tons of gifs from this. I remember, but like, it's so fucking funny when she says like,
Did you tell him about my affair?
my affair? Like,
He's like sipping his water with his eyes shifting back and forth.
So good. It's so
Aaron
good.
Paul is just playing that scene so fucking well.
Yeah.
One of the funniest scenes in the entire show.
This is right after the big lore dump where it's revealed that Walt is still angry about the fact that he sold the company away to Gretchen and Elliot,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, this was major when it came out. It's a major moment in the show. Like Walt's true motive, and we get hints of it from like the Cancer Man episode in season 1, but the fact that we forgot about the Gretchen and Elliot stuff for like 2 or 3 seasons at this point, and now we find out Walt spends every single day checking how much money they're worth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do
He
we
has a very
believe him?
unhealthy obsession with it, or obsession.
He says he's not in the meth business, he's in the empire business. Do we believe him based on what he will eventually say in the final episode?
I feel like so, yeah. I feel like...
He just wants an empire?
He just wants to do it for the hell of it.
Just wants the most money, It's pretty good. He just wanted to be Gus. That's why he hated him.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I think he's jealous of any man who's more successful.
Yeah. Well, at least he doesn't end up killing his former partners, That would have been a good opportunity, I guess, for him. But he had better plans for that.
I like that Skyler has completely given up on cooking, and she just buys all the food from the store and eats it directly from their grocer.
Oh man, and no, but would Walt really do that? Maybe Walt does not care. He probably just sees food as fuel completely. But
no, in the I Fucked Ted episode, Walt is he's got an apron on, he's cooking all this delicious looking food.
Yeah, does he not have the ability to fucking go shop and cook shit for himself?
Yeah, the weirdest scene is we have millionaire Walt eating a fucking microwave TV dinner. For fuck's sake, Walt, you can do better. And Brian, I think the only time I thought Bryan Cranston did a mistake in his acting is he takes a bite of this fucking TV dinner and he's overacting. Oh, this is okay. This is pretty good. No, motherfucker. Nobody thinks it's pretty good. Just eat it. Eat your fucking goy slop and don't fucking move your face around like it's good.
I've had good TV dinners. You're insane. Look, she's just unlocked the ultimate form of cooking, okay? Where you do the least work and get the best food. It's fine. Even everyone compliments her on her cooking now. Even
because she didn't make it.
These green beans are killer, Mrs. White.
The green beans were a choice.
Yeah, I mean,
they're from the grocer at Albertsons.
I think he is right that getting to pick good things is also a talent.
I mean,
she could have just fucking picked
green beans.
You still have to prepare them in a good way. I really didn't realize that was a whole TV dinner. Are you sure?
Well, that was a different scene when he used to TV dinner. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I just like that after Skyler has become depressed with her life, she just doesn't even try anymore. Just buying shit off the shelf and eating it.
I mean,
she's taking a rotisserie chicken out of the plastic and putting it directly onto the plate, the least prep possible.
Rotisserie chicken is good as is, though.
Yeah, but that's just something you buy. That's bachelor food, is a fucking rotisserie chicken at Walmart, and you sit there and fucking pick at it like a savage.
I mean, those things are incredibly good sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, Sam's Club, you can get one for $5. That's the best deal out there.
Damn.
And you talk about those microwave meals, they're not cheap, they got
in
good
2008. I guarantee he paid less than $1 for that, Florian. I think I have one in my freezer that costs literally $1.
Oh, I mean, I guess there's good ones and bad ones. I don't know.
If you are a multi-millionaire who is not afraid to buy 2 sports cars and have them in front of your house, surely you can do better for yourself for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say if, but then you added the sports car, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
You're
there
right.
you go.
No, it's not relatable.
Yeah, don't try to drag Walt down to your level, Florian.
He's got a good taste in food, bad taste in cars.
I think the closest thing to a TV dinner I ever had was kid cuisine when I was younger.
Jesus, the privilege! Oh my God! Jesus, Walt Jr. Don't appreciate all the mess that has to be cooked so you can eat really high quality food.
Okay, there's a few other scenes I want to talk about before we wrap this up. What do we think of Mike gets Walt tied up to the radiator and he has to use the power of science to escape?
It's such a fucking MacGyver scene, literally.
Would that not fucking work? If it's hot enough to burn through the plastic? How's his arm okay?
Destroy his wrist.
Yeah, what the hell?
He should have had a non-usable wrist for the rest.
Plastic melts pretty quick. Come on.
That's a 3rd-degree burn, dude.
Yeah, but it's still hot and it still melts.
It's on his bare skin.
Yeah.
I think he pulled it a little bit away from the skin, but yeah, I mean, it definitely burned him.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fun scene. Would it scientifically work? Who knows? Their prosthetic arm that they got looked very realistic to me. So shout out to the Breaking Bad crew. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was I love the montage of the 9 guys in prison getting killed. It might be a little too gory and graphic for some, watching a man get stabbed in the chest 30 times.
Oh,
but
I love it.
I love all of the kills. And like they're shooting gasoline or whatever, lighter fluid into a cell and lighting him up on fire.
That one was like really fucked up. Burning
It's
a
so
man
good.
alive in the cell. Holy shit.
It's the only way they could get to him. Yeah, but they had to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will make this actual argument next time, but I think the insanity of killing this many guys that quickly in succession in this episode is just truly wild. It's insane.
Nazis are
Why is it
very
insane?
proficient. You know, when Hitler was in charge, the trains came on time, E-Rich.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
He
you
was
were there?
Really bad at that shit. Like he definitely ran that economy into the ground. He like burned the midnight oil.
Hey,
Like,
at
it
least
was not
they
efficient.
But they killed 8 men in 2 minutes, so it sounds pretty efficient to me. Hashtag
Yeah, man.
Nazis get it done.
I mean,
true.
like you just had different crews do it at the same time. Like
That's
a little
efficiency,
bit of work.
dude.
I mean, it's
Hitler had
definitely good.
crews all around Europe doing shit at the same time.
Yeah, they sure did. Holy shit. Like, I think the scene would have been better if we had seen all these guys a lot before. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I forgot that they were all in the show. But I feel like most of these guys we haven't seen when they die.
One of them was
guys think?
he was like the manager at the laundry, and he has a long scene talking
well,
to
him for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
And then
guys are
there's
just.
one more guy.
I
I guess
the
the-
Asian guy Chow.
Yeah, he's the one that we definitely know. But the other guys seem completely unknown, and I think we should have seen them before. That would have been better.
I guess they're probably not that interesting. They're just working for Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been great. Just seeing them, like in a scene, and then brutal murder. You know, like a few seasons later.
I guess one other thing I want to mention is we've been having this sort of ongoing argument between Florian and I over the course of this podcast, not just this episode, but like all the episodes, about how ethical it is for Walt to be making meth. And I think there's another scene that supports my notion that he's doing the right thing here when he's talking to Declan and he says,
What?
you know, Declan, your meth is 70% pure. Mine is 99.1. So meth heads are going to be doing meth either way, thanks to guys like Declan. But thanks to a true scientist who wants to protect people like Walt, they're getting a purer, better product that's not full of chili powder.
That's insane. I can't believe that that's your takeaway.
If people are
He's
going to be
just-
doing drugs, they should be doing one that's not
The best
as
drugs.
Yeah.
No, he definitely said that they would get more repeat customers because it's more addicting. This is insane. I can't believe
Yeah,
you're
but there's
justifying this.
less bullshit packed into it that will cause adverse, health effects, Florian. They need the pure meth.
The addiction is the adverse health effect.
They're addicted either way, but at least it's not.
No,
full,
they're not.
I'm not
He said
snorting
it's more
chili powder.
addictive. It's more addictive.
Either way, you're
For sure.
addicted. 8% addicted and 9% addicted is still addicted, motherfucker. Doesn't
no,
matter
that's
more.
No, that's 1 person out of 100 that's more addicted now.
I'm saying they're getting addicted on a product that is less detrimental to their health because it's not full of bullshit.
Exactly. I
I mean,
agree with you.
the addiction is just going to be stronger, and then they're going to...
Hey, meth
not
heads are
have
gonna
access
meth.
to it
It
anymore.
might as well be the better product, Florian.
Insanity.
Oh yeah. What's your solution? Just ban meth? Oh, that's working. I think they
Well,
already
it's
tried that
working
one.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you realize, but this is a fictional show, you know?
Yeah. If only
This
meth could get
didn't
that
actually
pure.
happen. Yeah, they didn't actually, like, have a teacher who made billions of dollars with meth, you know?
Did you figure that one out just now? Do you guys have any other things from the season you want to talk about?
Well, I just want to say that Walt still has no idea that the cartel has been completely wiped out by Gus, and he just doesn't plan for it or anything. And he's like, yeah, I'm in the empire business. I don't really have any defense against other empires, but you know, just me here building my empire. He is so fucking lucky. I guess Jesse is right, you know. But he doesn't even consider that there might be a cartel gunning out for him anymore. just terrible. He just killed Gus, and Gus saved his life by going to Mexico. It's a shame.
I think that the death of Mike is fucking tragic in this.
Yeah.
Walt, I love the moment when he's like, just shut up and let me die, Walter. Like, that moment at the end is so fucking good. It's so in character for Mike. He was so annoyed by Walt the entire time, and being killed by him is such a fucking insult.
Yeah.
I remember just being mad about that when it happened.
Walt killing Mike was when I stopped rooting for Walt. I was with him all the way up until he killed Mike because I really, really liked Mike.
Well,
and after that point, I was like, okay.
I want to talk this out because
God.
I think I have sniffed out another plot hole. So you guys tell me. We have, they're on the phone in Saul Goodman's office. It's speakerphone. It's Walt, Saul, and Jesse talking to Mike. And Mike says, I need, my go bag is at the airport. Somebody needs to bring it to me. Jesse offers, and for absolutely no fucking reason, Mike says, no, kid. No, you can't come, Jesse. I trust you. You would not shoot me. Please do not come to this location. And Walt volunteers, and Mike says, okay, the ticking time bomb who I've been afraid of the entire show is going to do something bad. How about you bring my gun to me, Walt? I don't trust Jesse for literally no fucking reason in this scene.
He just doesn't want Jesse to be in trouble.
To go to the airport and pick up a bag?
He doesn't want him
there's
to be picked
police
up by the
watching
cops.
him.
He doesn't want
there's-
Jesse to get in
there's
trouble
police
while they fucking make meth together? Like, what do you mean he doesn't want him to get in trouble? They commit
think
crimes
sending him
together
out
every
anywhere
day.
towards the cops is.
I mean, there was no
not
police
wrong.
presence when they were making meth. Like, there's a police presence near Mike. You know?
I'm not convinced. Him being okay with Walt doing it, but not Jesse, is he literally deserves to die. The dumbest
Yeah.
fucking mistake you could possibly
It's
make.
true.
Completely
Yeah.
idiotic. And there's no excuse for it other than the writers needed this to happen.
And to be fair, like, you probably wouldn't expect Walt to outright kill you, and you'd think Mike would be able to.
You
defeat-
wouldn't?
I mean, I would think that Mike could beat Walt. Yeah, sorry. Like, he knew there was a gun in that bag. Come on.
Okay, well, that's my 8th plot hole of the season.
Which makes the season a 0 out of 10. Terrible TV. Too many plot holes.
No, because Lydia and Todd are in it, so I have to give it at least a 9 out of 10. One other plot hole.
Oh my god.
So I'm supposed to believe Jesse Pinkman just knows how to perfectly operate what was it? A
Forklift?
a forklift? He's just a perfect forklift driver? I don't think so.
Okay, I'm
He's
sorry,
done it
but
before.
you're
He did it at the Super Lab.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're super wrong, Monkey. It was established that Jesse
Fucking
drives the
shitty
forklift.
break that, man.
Hey, we're at the end of the episode. I'm trying to come up with more plot holes, okay?
So,
How about this?
So that-
When after the death of the child, and Walt's like, "Oh, I'm torn up about it too." Then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Walt starts whistling a song. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we establish that Walt knows how to whistle?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
never
but-
whistled before, and he never does it again.
yeah, but that's just another argument against the idea that Walt is an ethical meth cook when he's like so happy that they finally like robbed a train and killed a child, you know? He's whistling about
Well,
it.
maybe he's just coping with the deep sadness that's inside him by
Yeah.
whistling a tune.
Yeah, that's the only way to
right.
make the bad thoughts go away is to create wondrous music, Florian.
Yeah, that's why he's never done it before. Yeah.
We skipped over the whole plot of now that Hank got a promotion, he can't focus on his investigations because he has to do all this paperwork bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't believe how his boss is like, oh man, we really should have trusted you, Hank. And then like, yeah, here's this promotion. And it's like, you went after this guy again? You went with your gut again? Hank, what the hell is wrong with you? Don't you know we have protocol and shit? And I'm gonna slap you and you're not allowed to follow him anymore. Wow. It's like
Yeah, poor
the
Hank.
history repeating all of the time. What a shame.
Do you guys have any final thoughts and or anything you want to plug? Heartsy.
I think part 1 of season 5 is definitely weaker than part 2. Part 2 is going to be real big in my opinion because I've already seen it 8 times. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just Heartsy Proxy on YouTube. That's me.
E-Rich.
Oh.
I cannot wait to go head to head with you next week or next month, Artsy, because
Next year?
I've got a lot of problems. Oh yeah, next year, yeah. Sorry. I've got a lot of problems with the back half of this season, and I think this first half was way better than I remember it being, partially because I just don't even remember it at all. And I don't know. It introduces things I'm interested in, but I think it does things too fast, and it kind of loses some of the grit that Breaking Bad tended to have in all of its plot lines. So good stuff. And yeah, you can find me on Twitter at TZARREVAN and at Revan113.
Hey guys, I made a video talking about YMS, another video of the Mario movie. I hope you all watch it. It's currently my well, it says the number 1 out of 10, so people really watched that one right away, and I hope you all do too, because I think I made some good point, and YMS made a really shitty video about the Mario movie. So
You made a single good point.
What's that?
You made a single good point.
I made a million good points, okay? You're not even on my level. You'll see. Just watch that
Oh,
video,
wow.
man.
Damn. I didn't know I was hooked, though.
And to quote Skyler's greatest scene, "Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the hell up!"
What are you talking on, Skyler? Maybe you should see a therapist.
Shut up!
Washing the car wrong.
Shut up!
What you see is washing the car wrong? Are you smoking when you're having a child? What the hell are you doing, Skyler?
Shut up! That was instantly memed the day that came out as well. I'm getting lots of nostalgia for when this season was airing.
I mean, this was the first season that I was like watching it live. So like, yeah, every episode, tons of memes, tons of Breaking Bad comics, all that shit.
Hey, you guys, you remember, he killed Mike, and then the opening of the next episode, he's staring at a fly? What could it mean?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, opening of the final episode of this half, he's staring at a fly.
Are there actually flies in these infested houses? No way.
No, he was in the office of Vamanos Pest, staring at a fly.
Oh.
Was Mike reincarnated as a fly?
It very well could be, just like how Jane was.
Is that the safest place for a fly to be?
At Vamanos Pest?
Yeah.
They're not going to tent up their own shit.
Yeah, everybody who's murdered in the Breaking Bad universe reincarnates as a fly to annoy the person who murdered them.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that
Is Walt
the fly
dressed-
episode.
Is Walt dressed like Gus at a point in this season? Or is that just me?
I don't know.
I think so.
Nah, he could never hold up to his style.
Yeah, he couldn't get that riz.
Does he ever wear a suit?
Yeah.
I think
And when he goes to Elliot's birthday party, he wears a suit.
yeah.
Wow, I must have missed that.
He wears like a blue suit, and when he calls out at the party, oh, everyone's wearing black. I guess.
Yeah, he was embarrassed that he was overdressed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but he doesn't do it anymore, right? I guess he never wears a suit anymore.
Is he gonna fucking wear a suit making meth? What the fuck? What do you think this show is?
He wants to know if he dressed like Gus.
I mean, he met with Lydia, right? Didn't wear a suit for that.
No.
One last thing I forgot. When we meet Lydia and she's pretending she doesn't know Mike, and then she calls him Dwayne, and the waitress knows Mike's name. That's an all-time great moment.
Yep, how non-suspicious.
Bye, everybody.
Like,
Goodbye.